And here we have it, guys, the Rafale, the Dassault Rafale, the new superjet of the French. The 4++, 4+, 4.5 generation, whatever you want to call it, that was added in this dev server. And we are here to test it out and to see if it's better than the EUROFIGHTER a little bit, right? So here it is, guys. It is an amazing aircraft. The performance is pretty amazing. I gotta say, both these aircraft, they will be the best aircraft in the game, I think, depending on the weapons that the Rafale gets in the future, but we're gonna talk about weapons later. Look at the model of this thing, man. It just looks... oh my god, it looks amazing. Look at this cockpit as well. Very cool cockpit. It is work in progress. It's not ready yet, but it's almost there, right? So, yeah, very cool. HUD, everything. The aircraft looks pretty amazing, I gotta say. Like, look at this. It's just, it looks amazing, right? And in the performance, as you can see, just like the EUROFIGHTER, they can both super cruise. And I gotta say, I was expecting this aircraft to be a little bit slower, but it is pretty amazing as well on the speed. It is a little bit worse, I think, than the EUROFIGHTER, but I gotta test. I will do a performance video testing it out, right? But the thing is, I mean, look at this. It's still very, very much like one of the fastest things in the game, right? You can even maintain the Mach while climbing at 50 degrees, just like the EUROFIGHTER. The EUROFIGHTER can accelerate a little bit more, but still, I mean, it's incredible, guys. These aircraft, both of them are amazing in the performance. They're just really, 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 really good. Like, there's nothing in the game that can match the performance of these two aircraft. And again, I gotta say, what the F is gonna be next year when everybody starts to get these 4.5s, because I definitely was expecting a performance boost, like, compared to the older aircraft, but this level of performance I wasn't really expecting, right? So yeah, we do have our Damocles over here, which is like bod, or is this the Damocles, or is this... yeah, I think it's just bugged. It's not supposed to be appearing, but doesn't matter. So very fast aircraft, and yeah, amazing, amazing. He doesn't have a lot of flares right now, chap and stuff. I don't think he's ready yet, or maybe I need to choose. Something is going on with the fuel and stuff. It's kind of weird right now. Some other things are happening, but it's subject to change. You know how it is, right? Let's see how fast we can get to here. It has some very interesting modes. The radar is supposed to be, on the very least, a PESA, but I think in this model, which is the F3R, an AESA. And I mean, look at the max speed on this thing. The IAS, of course, it's not that much. I mean, it's normal, as always, but it's just very fast. The EUROFIGHTER, I think it feels a little bit faster, but it's not by much, I gotta say. No air brake. The Rafale doesn't have an air brake? I didn't know that. But yeah, very cool. As you see, the radar right there, not ready yet, but it is going to be ready when the patch is released. So no air brake, you gotta think about that. You're gonna be able to control your speed less than some of the other aircraft, but yeah, let's see the turn. Yeah, very much one of the best in the game as well. And remember, guys, this is a more stealthy aircraft than the EUROFIGHTER, which is an advantage, right? But of course, as all canard flying aircraft, like delta wings with canards, it loses a lot of energy when turning, and you gotta control it. But I gotta say, even at low airspeeds, it can still turn very well for the aircraft, that like the way that you are accustomed, you know. And even if you use for real control, you can do some crazy maneuvers, like weird cobras that you cannot control anymore and get the aircraft into a spin. So I need to test a little bit more of the performance to see if it actually can do like a proper cobra or anything and stay alive. Every time I tried this, the aircraft was just, you know, getting into a flat spin that I could not recover. So see the performance here, it's just, it really is amazing, guys. Look at this, like, oh my god, it just turns, man. It just turns like nothing. Yeah, look, like, it's not a Cobra, but it pulls a lot of AOA. But it can get to the flat spins. You gotta be careful. Yeah, you gotta be careful. It's a little bit more... I mean, maybe the flight model is not ready, but in full real controls, you can get this thing into a flat spin very, very easy. Let's take a look on some of the weapons that this thing has. I gotta say, it's not a lot, but it is work in progress because they did confirm that this thing will receive an IR missile. Of course, probably will be the Magic, right? But for now, it can only carry the good old Mika EMs, right? It can carry 6 of them, but yeah, very, very interesting because you can carry on the wingtips there. So that's pretty interesting. So as you see, you can take, well, a multitude types of bombs. GBU 22s, what? Oh yeah, these are the ASMs that I'm gonna test with you guys. Yeah, the ASMs. So yeah, you can, you know, grab them. You can grab the Mikas right there. Drop tanks, of course, always helps depending on the fuel consumption. More Mikas right there, right? Pretty cool. You can take a GBU 24 right there. That's, wow, yeah, that's a big bomb. That's a big bomb. So the major thing is that you can carry on here. Here is not appearing, but I think, yeah, these are the main pylons. If you want to do like a type of, you know, like a multi-role kind of situation, then you use these pylons over here. These are the ones. But it doesn't take a lot of things. That's the thing that you have to worry about. So about the ASM. So we are using the Damocles pod over here, as you see. Good old Damocles, nothing too crazy. And then we have some different GBUs. So we do have our beloved GBU 12s. That are the initial bombs. You do have non-guided stuff. You know, nothing too crazy. GBU 16s. And of course, even GBU 24s. But then we have the ASM. The ASM, guys, it's a different type of bomb. Because it is the same bomb as you normally are accustomed to. But it has an engine on the back. So as you see, we have an engine. So it becomes almost a missile. I mean, it is a missile, but it's also a bomb, right? It's a bomb that has propulsion. So it's technically both. So we have a laser guidance with INS and GPS. We have also just GPS, as you see. The models are a little bit different on the nose there. Then we have the... oh no, this is the... I don't know, what is this? This is TV. This is probably TV then. Yeah, this is probably a TV guidance. But then we have laser as well. So TV, laser, just GPS. They're all with INS and GPS as well. And we do have our GBU 22s, which is a new bomb, if I'm not mistaken. It is one of the advanced paveways, you know. It's saying that it's a paveway 3, so it's technically an advanced paveway, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, basically just a laser-guided bomb here. They probably will get some form of a GPS, INS guidance system. So let's test these things because they are just pretty interesting. So the GPS ones, they're not the most interesting ones, I gotta say. I think the TV ones and the laser ones are the most interesting. So let's test it out a little bit. And as you see, it doesn't have a lot of things to carry around. Like, see, like it doesn't... It carries like very good payloads, but it doesn't carry a lot of them for now, at least, and doesn't have the IR missile, so it's very much not ready yet. So here we are, as you see. The bombs are very, very cool looking, and you can see that it has basically an engine on the back. And yeah, let's see. We have the 64 and the 54. So I don't know what are these two types, but we're gonna try it out. So we're gonna lock it up. We're gonna turn on the laser, and once you... Oh, this is TV, I think. Yeah. And once you drop them, the engine turns on, and it looks like a paveway, as you see, with the maneuver things, like fins on the back and stuff. And yeah, it is basically a bomb, a very big bomb even, a 500-pound or something, but with an engine on the back and with guidance, with INS and GPS, together with another types of guidance. So it's a very, 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 very good bomb. Probably the best bomb the French ever had, right? Hopefully this gets added to the RMV as well, because this thing can be added to the RMV. As you see, we can, like, these are the TV ones, right? And they can just guide themselves to the target. But also, we do have our laser ones, which are guided by lasers. You see, they look the exact same, pretty much. And yeah, One thing that they did talk about in the live, like the dev server, the dev stream, is that apparently he only like maintains the speed of the bomb. So basically you can drop these from a very far distance, but the major thing is that it's gonna be like too high speed. Yeah, I think I need to be under Mach 1. Let's see. Yeah, I need to be below Mach 1. But yeah, you can see that, like, for example, I fired a bomb there and it doesn't accelerate much. It just kind of maintains the speed that I had once I dropped it. And with that, it can basically go to the target. So, very cool weapon system that really brings the Rafale as being one of the best multi-role aircraft in the game. You tell me if you like this thing more than the Brimstone, because I honestly think the Brimstone will eventually be better, just because you can take more of them, right? But it doesn't... It's not a big difference. Apparently, I mean, I gotta test this. It's saying that it has 70 kilometers of range. So... I gotta, like... I mean, I'm gonna grab the GPS one and try to use from a very far distance to see. So I'm gonna do a proper video testing these weapons, but just one test, just for you to get happy if you are getting the Rafale. So I locked onto that base over there. We are at, I don't know, a lot of range. Like, I don't know, it's very far away. And you can just drop the bomb and wait for it to see if it actually impacts. This is like, I don't know, 30, 40 kilometers maybe? Yeah, it's like 40 kilometers. So we're gonna see, because of, obviously, I mean, TV guidance, only 20 kilometers. Laser guidance, it needs to be 20 kilometers. So in a real environment, you're not gonna be able to do this as a cruise missile kind of situation. But as you see, the bomb does loft, which is pretty good. But it doesn't have a lot of thrust, right? See? I mean, I'm already passing it. So I don't think it's gonna be able to hit this unless you can drop it from a very high altitude. And even then, since you cannot drop them at supersonic speeds, it's not gonna be too fast, right? It's not gonna be too much in range. So we're gonna wait to see if it actually hits that target over there. I think it will actually hit, guys. So yeah, the French basically have a cruise missile now. So the Grom one could not be added, but the ASM was added, which is quite funny that this thing has this amount of range. I mean, look at this. I fired at not even close to Mach 1, I think, and 40 something kilometers, and it's gonna hit. It's gonna hit very well, actually. So it has even more range. That's amazing, guys. But yeah, basically this is it for the Rafale, guys. Amazing aircraft, very like crazy fly model, very good. I will be able to test these like fly models once I start to do the dogfights and stuff. And of course the performance video that I will do probably tomorrow, because I wanted just to show new stuff today. But keep an eye out, and yeah, guys, I see you guys on the next one. Make sure to subscribe, and bye. Click the like button. Comment down below what you think about the amazing Rafale. See ya, guys.